All right, everyone. So now we're going to be taking a look at job 36. Up until this point, we've only taken a look at creating business letters. And in today's day and age, you probably won't be sending nearly as many business letters as you will business emails. So this job is going to focus on that. This is a really important skill as you kind of transition into the working world. You will be sending a lot of emails. You need to make sure that you can do it effectively. So let's take a look at how we do this. Now, this job is really great because it gives you a lot of flexibility and freedom to kind of take a look at the body and figure out, okay, well, if I'm writing this, how am I going to introduce this? So I've left the introduction and the conclusion up to you to come up with. So I'll give you a sample of kind of something I might write, but I expect yours to be completely different. So very first thing we need to do is we need to send this email off. So we're going to be sending this to the store manager of Apple Burlington, Mr. Kravis. So when you're looking at an email, you don't need to worry about the address or the postal code of the city or anything like that because you're sending it to an email. So it's great. So we can really just start this off by saying, Dear Mr. Kravitz. Now, we get right to the point in emails. We don't want to ramble on. We just want to kind of lay it on the line. What is this about? So intro should be no more than 1 to 2 sentences. Now, if you take a look at the body and you read a little bit about it, it looks like some things might have gone missing in the Apple Store in Burlington. So it's really just about encouraging this manager to take a little bit more ownership of the situation and make sure his employees are doing what they're being asked. So with that in mind, what kind of intro might be appropriate? Well, let's take a look here. So what might I write? I might say, thank you for your hard work managing the Apple Store in Burlington. It has recently come to our attention that there may be room for improvement in how this store operates. Perfect. So we've introduced it, we've made them feel good, we said thank you for your hard work, but there's something that we might be able to fix here. So now I've given you the body. You need to write that out and format it kind of how I've done it in that example that I gave you where we're looking at Mr. Ross. So this is our body. We'll copy that, paste it in, and we're looking good here. So this is what our body looks like, but take a look at how this numbered system is doing. Well, it's not doing so great. I would hope that when you actually format your body, you wouldn't leave it like this. You want to make sure we actually start a nice little numbered list. So how do we do that? Just put our cursor here. We've made a numbered list before. Just hit our number sign. And what's our first one? It's called employee practices. What's our second one? Security footage. And our third one is management intervention techniques. Perfect. So now this is looking pretty good. We have our introduction. We've left a blank line. We have our body, which is what we're talking about. And then we have our conclusion where, just like in English, you kind of reiterate or echo some of the concerns that you may have had in your body. So what was this all about? Well, it's about how can we help stop these items from going missing. So we can say, thanks again for all your effort in managing your store. We hope that with the above recommendations, we can reduce the number of incidents at your location. Perfect. So that's what I came up with on the spot. You will be coming up with something completely different for your intro and for your conclusion based on what's happening in here. Just needs to make sense and kind of flow with what we've been writing. Okay, now how do we sign off? Well, this is nice and easy. We don't have to worry about signing it. We don't have to worry about actually printing this out and doing a signature because it's an email. So it's great. So what we need to do here is we can just say sincerely and then who's it from? Well, I'd like to leave about 2 blank lines in between and then we'll come up with our name, and our name here is Miss Goodall. And then right underneath we put our position in the company, which is the manager of finance at Apple. So this is perfect. We could copy and paste this right into an email, and it would be perfect to send for this situation. So this is how you do job 36 with business email.